Hello, I'm Shannon Shepard, and I want to thank you for watching my art journal. I'd like to share with you today a couple of my paintings, starting with the one behind me here, around the cliff, and then another one that is very similar. And sit back and watch. Enjoy. If you like the video, please like and share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. So this is the painting called Around the Cliff. I painted this roughly in, I think it was in the fall of 1997, and it represents the view from my granny and my papa's front porch. This painting is probably one of the first landscape paintings that I kind of felt some success with, in that it wasn't extremely challenging, in that I just ended up getting it painted fairly easily and felt pretty confident about. It also represents one of the kind of pivotal moment in my art, landscaping, painting. I figured out that I really enjoy landscapes, and I just like painting landscapes. Now, a deeper message, meaning behind this, it's the view from my grandparents' front porch, and it's where I grew up until I was 9 years old. And this road kind of represents the challenges in my life, challenges I think in a lot of my family lives, as they grew up and different things like that. This cliff, as we call it, was always pretty rough and rocky, and in the wintertime you really couldn't get around that. A lot of times people would park on the other side of the cliff and walk around, even in the summer. It's still a dirt road, it's still gravel. My aunt lives there now. I took a snapshot of this, and probably several years before I did this painting, and I really liked the snapshot, and so I kind of manipulated images from the snapshot to create this painting. The wagon wheel was there, just kind of not exactly in that location. The road was there, and the house across the way was there. It was my neighbor's house, Lola. This was my grandparents' garden. I really liked the colors in this, the maroons and the greens, and that's part of the reason I did this. I also liked the S-curve of the road, and the wheel that was very rustic, and it was a real wagon wheel that my grandparents had used years before. It just worked out to be what I thought to be a successful painting. Now here's another view of a wagon wheel, and in fact the one that's right here is the one that I had in that painting that we just looked at. This image is one that I took back around 1987. I remember taking a photo. I painted this though after I painted the wagon wheel, probably in 98. No, actually it was in 2001 I painted this, December. Anyhow, my grandparents, I based this one on an image that I had. My grandparents were not actually sitting on the porch in the image that I looked at, but I put them in there. From my childhood, I remember walking around the cliff that we looked at earlier and seeing my grandparents sitting on that porch right where they are there, and the dog Prince over here in the yard. My grandparents would sit there for hours, and my grandpa would sleep, and my granny would sometimes peel taters and work up our garden stuff there. She would sit there, and both of them could whistle, and as I'd come around the cliff, I'd hear them talking or whistling, and it's just a good memory. This is my Aunt Bonnie's home out there. My papa would keep a bucket there to catch water, would drip off the house from the rain, and use that to water different things and to water the dog out back. This is a pipeline. It's still there today. Long ago they buried all these pipelines and kept the right-of-way cleared for years. They don't do that anymore. Again, this one has some of those reds and greens in it. Part of the reason I was really attracted to this, to do this one, of course, it's a memory too. So I really just enjoy painting landscapes, especially things that I'm fond of. So that one's called Granny and Pawpaws. Hey, so thank you for watching today, and if you like this video, please like it and share it and subscribe. You may send me a message on Gmail or at shepherdshannon46@gmail.com. I'd like to do more of these. The whole intent behind my art journal was for me to share my artwork with you and hopefully encourage you and share my work with you. Have a good day. May God bless you.